solve the global water crisis. The carbon saving to Ecopolis, 12%. But Kamen doesn't think the idea stands up to cost-benefit analysis.
Wastewater treatment's an attractive thing to do, but the amount of energy required to bring waste quality material all the way to something you'd want to drink has real concerns for me.
Mark Hall's technology to capture the methane in cow manure offers a double payoff, cutting greenhouse gas emissions and producing green biogas. But the 8% carbon equivalent saving isn't enough to win over Kamen. He fears that the spread of cattle farming will strain the planet's resources so much that we should rethink our diet.
I worry about any technology that encourages more cows. In a crowded world of the future, we're going to need to go the opposite direction, towards less red meat, less cows.
Kamen faces a dilemma. Methane capture and water recycling, both valuable technologies, clearly would have an impact on Ecopolis's carbon footprint. But he can choose only one idea.
If I had to throw two away, it would be methane capture and wastewater treatment. They are good things to do, but not likely to provide the really big victories we need to solve the problems of 2050.
That leaves two technologies in the game: urban farms and sound-powered fridges. Professor Lee plans to transform the Singapore skyline with technology that brings farming to the heart of the city. If the idea succeeds, it could slash the food miles used feeding a booming population, cutting carbon emissions by almost a quarter.
Shortening the supply lines and bringing high-quality fruits and vegetables right into our urban areas has savings up and down the whole life cycle. Cuts out long transport of water, allows us to free up nature.
But Kamen is also inspired by the ingenious invention of John Corey, who plans to revolutionize refrigeration with his futuristic sound-powered cryo-cooler. If all refrigeration in Ecopolis went acoustic, it would cut 1/10 off the megacity's carbon check.
Sound freezers are also a very attractive technology, largely because they allow us to get away from the CFCs and the HCFCs, these man-made greenhouse gas-causing chemicals that we use in refrigerators and freezers today.
It's crunch time for Kamen. He has to choose just one food and water technology to help turn Ecopolis from urban nightmare to model megacity. Acoustic coolers or urban farms?
It's hard to make a choice, and I'd like society to really focus on both these areas. So it's tough to really come down one versus the other.
Urban farming is very exciting because it cuts the supply lines, it cuts the amount of water and of other materials needed to grow what's critical to us all, our food.
Sound-powered freezers are very exciting because the technology is simple and it doesn't require exotic chemicals that we have to manufacture, and many of those that get out have a very negative effect on the environment. If you had to do one that really cleaned up our lifestyle, it'd be urban farming. That's the winner.
Dan Kamen's choice transforms Ecopolis. Aeroponic farms bloom on rooftops. Air bridges provide more growing space. And dedicated high-rise farms grow enough produce to feed millions of Ecopolis citizens. It's a brilliant yet simple technology, and it cuts the amount of carbon created by Ecopolis alone by 4 million tons. Used in all the world's cities, it could help the human race survive the future.